1 Side Act 1 Chapter 2 Straw Hat Search and Rescue. Nami Swan, where are you? Yelled out Sanji, who was still on the hunt for Nami along with Luffy, Usopp and Frankie. They had been through most areas of the town, but they weren't getting any closer to finding her. Even the local townsfolk had no idea of where or who she was. They all met back up at the designated area where they were waiting for Nami originally. So nothing at all? Asked Sanji. Nothing, replied Luffy. Not a single clue at all. Sorry guys. We tried, said Usopp. She's nowhere in sight, said Frankie. I know clothes shopping is something she loves and all, but this is ridiculous. This isn't her still going around clothes shops, Sanji pondered. Something is going on and I have a strong suspicion that Nami is involved. What makes you so sure? Asked Luffy. Because I have a knack for knowing when my sweet Nami is possibly in trouble. If she were in trouble, then I don't see what it could be, replied Usopp. This town is pretty peaceful and everyone around here seems friendly. Then again, I suppose that could all be some kind of cover-up to trick us. Now those folks seem like good people, replied Frankie. We better search the area again. If nothing comes up, then we'll head back to the Thousand Sunny and ask the others if they can help. Sure, said Usopp. Let's have one of us stay here in case she gets back here whilst the others search the town again. I suggest that I stay put. Fine then. Let's split up and begin the search again, replied Luffy. But before the gang set off, they noticed something in the distance. Wait a sec, said Sanji. Are those guys who I think they are? Everyone raised their eyes once they noticed. In the distance were a group of men dressed in familiar white clothing and armed with rifles. Oh great, not the Marines, cried Usopp loudly. The others covered up his mouth as quick as they could in case the Marines heard him. They quickly ran towards a nearby bush and hid in it. Great, that's all we need, said Sanji angrily. Those bastards are gonna ask the townfolk about us, said Frankie. They've all seen our faces now, so searching for Nami is gonna be a pain. Luffy suddenly thought of something. What if the Marines found Nami and captured her? What about the Thousand Sunny too? Replied Sanji. We better not waste any more time. Let's search for Nami again and try to avoid the Marines as much as possible. But I suggest that one of you quietly spy on them to find out any possible information on her whereabouts. Leave it to me, replied Luffy. I'll stay up high on the rooftops or something. But what about the Sunny? Asked Usopp. The Marines probably found our ship and the others are still back there. We parked near the beach on this island, so hopefully the Marines put their ship closer to the town's harbor, said Frankie. Still, I think one of us better go back and check up on it. Okay then, replied Sanji. Usopp, you get back to the ship to warn the others, whilst Frankie and I search the town again. But as quietly as we can. Sure, I'm down with that, replied Frankie. Then let's move out, said Sanji, as the team made their split to continue the search. Good luck out there guys, said Usopp as quietly as he could. Hang in there Nami, said Sanji, as he raced towards the town. Meanwhile, back at the abandoned theater, Rick was sitting at a table making a list of ideas he had on how to use his new powers for his personal gain. Since falling under his control, Nami had been staring blankly into the void after Rick took a break from playing with her. The silence broke as Rick turned in his chair to look at Nami. "Look at you hovering around over there," he said with a smirk. "Unable to do anything without my supervision, and now you are completely loyal to me. This is how you get revenge." He walked onto the stage to Nami and pinched her left leg string, raising it backwards so that her foot kicked herself in the butt. "Quit hitting yourself," he teased, as he did it repeatedly. Nami didn't react to the impact at all, continuing to stare ahead blankly. "Not a very talkative one, are you?" He tried to get a reaction out of her by pushing her from behind like a swing, but even that didn't do anything. "My powers must be stronger than I realized." As Rick stared at her blank, expressionless face, he grabbed her left hand string and moved it so that her hand touched his cheek. His strong hatred of Nami was taking a backseat, as he started to feel calm around her. The feeling of her hand stroking his face was something he had never felt before. He was slowly warming up to Nami the more he continued to look at her. "You've been a good puppet," he said. "Keeping quiet when I need to think, obeying my every command and only moving when I make you move. The person I've hated for so long is finally the person I want you to be." Rick let go of Nami's arm string and watched it swing around until it stopped. "You are allowed to speak now." "Thank you, Master," replied Nami, now showing a smile on her face. "I'm so happy that I'm the puppet you always wanted." A thought came to her head and she looked around the stage and the empty seats in front of her. "I wonder if I could be a puppet that performs for other people too?" Rick wasn't expecting Nami to have her own thoughts while under his control. He wanted to hear more, so he let her continue. "Master, do you think I could be the greatest puppet in the world?" Rick liked the sound of that, so a big smile appeared on his face. "Why, of course you could, my Nami. Why, you've got a master who can puppeteer you like an expert." "Are you saying that you want to stay with me and become a traveling duo?" replied Nami happily. "When you made me dance on this stage, I realized that this is my dream. I want my strings to make me dance for millions of people. I want to sing my heart out about how amazing you are to me as I perform. I want to make people laugh being the jester I now am. My dream is to be the greatest puppet in the world. You made me your puppet for a reason, Master, and I want to obey you till the very end." Rick couldn't believe the words reaching his ears. He walked on the stage and got closer to her. "My precious puppet, you probably don't remember, but you once told me that I should go into doing puppet shows. Maybe you were right about that. But the only puppet I'll ever need is you," he told her. "I'd love to take you with me wherever I go. You'll perform for millions and make me so damn rich beyond my wildest expectations. You may not be made of wood or other materials like normal puppets, but a human puppet act is rarely seen, so you'll stand out from the crowd. My plans were to create an obedient army of slaves to take down anybody who would dare mess with me. But you've opened up my eyes to an even better future. Because I'm ordering you to do it, Nami, you will be able to have your dream come true." "Oh, Master, thank you. If I could move myself, I'd cuddle you." Rick liked Nami's gesture, so he pinched both her hamstrings and moved them to make her arms wrap around him. Nami closed her eyes happily. "It's my pleasure, Nami." He let go of her strings and looked at the empty seats in the room. "Well, I suppose we better get practicing for you becoming a star. Let's get you dancing, girl." He darted towards the music player and put on an uplifting tune before running up the stage stairs. He grabbed Nami's controls from above her, which got her all excited. "I'll do my best, master," Nami called. "Well then, come on, Nami, let's dance." He started making her dance on the stage perfectly in sync with the music. We and Nami cheered. "This is so much fun, master. How about making up a song for me as well?" he told her. With that, Nami started to think of lyrics on the fly as she danced around. In only a short amount of time, she made up some words like she was an expert. "Jump up, everybody. Move your feet along to my beat. Clap your hands, everybody. If you wanna keep up with me. Sing along, everybody. My super cute song will make you say how sweet. Dance with me, everybody. Just like me now, 1, 2, 3, I'm your Nami, Nami Swan. I'm gonna dance for you, I'm gonna play with you. I'm your Nami, Nami Swan. Get your body moving, cheer with me, wahoo. I'm your Nami, Nami Swan. You control me, okay, I'll dance the night away. Nami, your Nami Swan. I'm a happy little puppet, wouldn't have it any other way." Was really getting into Nami's cheerful song as he tapped his feet along to the rhythm. "You're amazing, Nami. Keep on going, you're doing great," he called down. "Okie dokie, master, try and keep up with me," she replied as she thought of some more lyrics. "Pull my strings, everybody. Keep the song going, move those fingers, watch me go. Ring my bells, everybody, they go ring-a-ding-a-ling, it's catchy. Don't ya know, shake your body, everybody. It's easy peasy, keep that groove, I'm always on the move. Dance with me, everybody, just like me now. 1, 2, 3, I'm your Nami. Nami Swan, I'm gonna dance for you, I'm gonna play with you. I'm your Nami, Nami Swan. Get your body moving, cheer with me, wahoo. I'm your Nami, Nami Swan. You control me, okay? I'll dance the night away, Nami. Your Nami Swan. I'm a happy little puppet, wouldn't have it any other way." As the music came to a close, Rick made Nami take a bow to end the performance. "Bravo, Nami. Bravo," he cheered. "That will be our opening song for our future shows, we do for sure." That was fantastic. Nami was delighted with the compliment. "Master, I sung my heart out for you and to all the future people who come to watch me. Thank you, my dear. I'm so glad I made you into who you are today. This will be the start of something wonderful. With you at my side, I'll become wealthy enough to have a much brighter future. You'll do everything I tell you, won't you?" "For you, Master," Nami replied cheerfully, as Rick made her upper body move upwards and downwards to make her say yes through body language. He came down from the stage, putting Nami's controls back where they were, suspending her above the stage again. Approaching her up front, he once again took Nami's hamstrings to make her cuddle him, which made Nami very happy. "I've never had a true friend up until now," said Rick, thinking about his life. "You've never had a friend, Master?" "No, not one. I was never liked by anybody, even when I was a pirate back in the day. None of my crew liked having me around, and even as a kid I was hated. I've never known why, and it's made me so lonely. But you're here now, Nami. You're the person I feel like I can make friends with." "You're welcome, Master," she replied softly. "Can't these damn Marines just get out of my sight already?" moaned Sanchi, as he continued to stay hidden from them as they patrolled the streets. He hid behind an empty shop building as he listened in on two Marines about to converse. "Any sign of the Straw Hats?" asked the Marine General to one of his officers. "Nothing yet, sir," he replied. "Then keep searching, soldier," he replied. "They can't be too far away from here. Their ship was in plain sight as we arrived here, so hopefully arriving at the harbor has still given us the chance of a surprise attack. So they did see our ship. Damn Marines. But it sounds like Nami hasn't been spotted by these guys, so where the hell is she? There's supposed to be an abandoned theater somewhere around here. Maybe the Straw Hats are located around there," said the officer. "Then don't just stand there. Get yourself to that place and check it out," replied the general. "Yes, sir." He took off to find the theater whilst the general headed back into the main part of town. "Why didn't anybody else hear or track down that place earlier?" asked Sanji to himself. "I'll try and follow that guy quietly just in case Nami is around there." Sanji stayed as far back from the Marine as he could to follow him, which became quite difficult, as the Marine tracked down 2 other fellow soldiers to follow him in the search. This was infuriating for Sanji, as he had to go even slower. Eventually the 3 Marine soldiers found the place after nearly half an hour of searching. Sanji had hid himself behind a nearby tree, feeling relieved that he found the place. "This old building is quite the distance from town," said one of the Marines. "You think the Straw Hats are here?" "Won't know until we look," replied another. "Or they could have been in town this whole time hiding from us." Just then they heard the faint sound of giggling coming from inside the theater. Sanji couldn't hear it from where he was, but noticed that the Marines looked on high alert. "So there is someone inside here," said an officer. "Maybe there really is a Straw Hat inside." "One of us?" Sanji thought in surprise. Then what if Nami is? With that, Sanji's patience had gone, as he charged towards the Marines. "Hey, assholes," he cried, as he jumped high into the air and kicked all 3 of the Marines with a strong single kick. He knocked them all out flawlessly, leaving them passed out on the floor. "That'll keep them off my back." Sanji got closer to the theater doors and listened out for any noise. Like the Marines, he now could hear giggling from a man and from a girl that he instantly knew who it was. Nami? So she is in there. Inside the theater, Nami was being made to dance on the stage again, with Rick controlling her. "This is the best, master," she said happily, being made to jump from the stage, followed by graceful twirls. "Glad you're enjoying this, my sweet Nami," replied Rick. But the fun for him was about to end, as he heard the front door from downstairs crash down with a loud thump. "What on earth?" he cried, almost dropping the marionette controls. "What's going on?" replied Nami worryingly. "I'm getting scared, master." Rick began to feel slightly worried himself. They both heard footsteps at a fast pace, getting louder and louder. "Nami, are you in here?" cried Sanji, as he ran up the first of 2 flights of stairs towards the main stage. "Wait a minute. Someone is here for you?" asked Rick to Nami. But before she could reply, Sanji finally arrived at the stage. "Nami, so you were here all this time," he cried happily in his lower tone of voice. But upon closer inspection, his joy turned into shock. "Why are you a puppet? That outfit too. What's going on here?" "Who are you, trespasser?" called Rick from above the stage. From where Sanji was, he couldn't see him. Sanji started getting angry. "Is there? come out and show yourself." Rick was hesitant at first but suddenly remembered about his new powers that the devil fruit gave him, which boosted his confidence. He put Nami's controls back and walked down the stage to confront Sanji. "So you're the one breaking into my new home," he said in a menacing tone. "You dare come in here and frighten my dear sweet Nami?" "Your dear sweet Nami," replied Sanji furiously. "How dare you say those words, when you clearly captured her, strung her up like a puppet for your own personal gain and dressing her up like that? I'll kick your ass, you creep." "Stop being so mean to my master," cried Nami. Sanji froze in shock at Nami calling him that. "Master? Nami, what are you saying? Master has been so kind to me. I'm gonna be the greatest puppet the world has ever seen with my master right beside me. You're scaring me, you big bully." Sanji was horrified and couldn't speak a word. "I don't know who you are, and why you know Nami, but you can't accuse me of doing anything when this is what she really wants," said Rick, sounding more menacing than before. Sanji turned towards Rick, now filled with rage. "What have you done to her?" "Stop it," replied Nami. "My master hasn't done anything bad. I've simply helped her realize her dream. I won't have you scaring my precious ticket to fame and fortune any longer." Sanji was ready to beat the snot out of Rick until he noticed something on the table where Rick wrote a few notes. It was his devil fruit with a few bites taken out of it. He thought about Nami calling him master and managed to put the two and two together. He smirked at Rick, showing no signs of anger. "What's gotten you so happy?" he asked, still showing confidence in himself. Rick glared intensely at Sanji's eyes as he was preparing to make use of his powers again. Without a single word spoken, Sanji launched his right foot towards Rick's face and gave him a powerful kick dead on. Rick was pushed back at a fierce speed as he crashed into the wall and landed on the floor, passing out in the process. Nami was about to scream seeing Rick injured, but just then she shut her eyes and blanked out for a few seconds. She opened them up again and noticed something strange. "Hey, wait a sec. Where did that freak go? He's right up in my face." And then she turned her head towards the right, where she saw Rick lying on the floor with Sanji looking down upon him. Now he's on the floor and Sanji is here? Okay, does this guy have warp speed or am I missing something here? Sanji's attention quickly turned towards Nami, hearing her voice. "Nami, are you alright?" he asked. Nami remained silent for a few seconds, looking agitated. "Does this look like I'm okay to you? Unless you're into this kind of thing?" Sanji now knew that the Nami he heard a few moments ago was her being under the influence of some kind of hypnotic powers from Rick's devil fruit. He ran up to the stage happily. "Nami-swan, you're yourself again," he cheered. "Myself? What are you on about? Don't worry about it. Right now we better get you out of here." "Oh, finally," she replied with relief. "I'm so sick of being a puppet, you have no idea. Get me down from these strings." "Of course, Nami, my dear." Sanji quickly untied the strings off Nami's body, and once she was freed she sat down on the floor feeling exhausted. "Give me a sec, Sanji. My body aches from being up there for so long. That may have to wait cause we got to get out of here. Marines are patrolling the island looking for us and they might show up any second after I knocked out some of them out near the entrance." "Oh, great of all the times. I got to find where the creep put my previous clothes. I'm not leaving here looking like this. Marines. Nami and Sanji looked towards Rick, who had managed to wake up. Sanji kicking him into the wall left him in a lot of pain, so he was struggling to move. If Marines are chasing you, then that must mean we're pirates, you freak, Sanji told him. Straw Hat Pirates to you. Straw Hat Pirates? I've heard stories of your crew taking down some of the most feared pirates in the Grand Line. Nami, my dear, you didn't tell me that you were one of them. Nami, my dear, she replied in confusion. You have the nerve to say that to me after what you did to me? I have no idea how this is all happening in the blink of an eye, but you have no right to ever call me dear. But Nami, what about our dream together? Dream? Has that kick to the face made you crazy? Oh wait, you already are, so why do I ask? Just then everyone heard somebody shouting from downstairs. Those straw hats must be in here. Marines, get in there and capture them. They'll pay for taking our fellow officers down. Oh great, looks like the uninvited guests are on their way, said Sanji. Nami, we got to get out of here now. But Sanji, my clothes, she replied hesitantly. I got to get them back first. My purse is with them as well. How much was left in it? Not a single belly left. I spent it all. I'll get you a new one some other day then, there's no time. Oh, fine. This is the most embarrassing situation to escape from the Marines ever. Don't fret about it, Nami. You look stunning in that outfit anyway. No matter what you wear, you'll always look gorgeous. Nami didn't pay attention to him acting like a romantic and slowly got up on her feet. Rick weakly held out his hand towards Nami. Please. Don't go, Nami, he said, as Sanji and Nami looked towards him. After what you did to me? I'm getting the hell out of here. I'm done being your puppet. Please don't go, you're the only friend I've ever made. Friend, yet I'm done here, let's go, Sanji. Right with you, he replied, as they both made the run for it to take care of the Marines coming towards them. Nami Rick lay helplessly on the floor, feeling like he had lost something precious to him. Thoughts of the Nami he wanted echoed through his mind. Sanji managed to take care of the Marines inside the theater, with Nami staying behind him, as she didn't have her glim attacked on her. They finally made it outside, where there were no Marines in sight, at least for now. Now's our chance to get back to the ship, said Sanji. Think you're ready to run for a good distance, Nami? I should be. Yeah, but when Marines are after us, then I'm not slowing down. Okay, but if you're ever too tired to run, then I'll carry you the rest of the way. Nami wasn't too keen on Sanji carrying her around. Nah, I'm good. I'm a lot more capable than you think. Then follow my lead, Nami. We'll meet up with Luffy and Frankie and make our way out of here. With that, they both ran as fast as they could back towards the meeting point, making sure to stay hidden from any Marines patrolling the area. Eventually they made it to the meeting spot and hid in the bushes. They were the first to make it back, so they waited to see if there was any sign of Luffy and Frankie. Those guys better make it back quickly, said Sanji, as he looked around. Knowing their luck, they've got an angry mob of Marines following them, replied Nami. Just then they heard loud screaming in the distance and took a closer look towards where the noise was coming from. Upon closer inspection, they both sighed with annoyed looks to their faces. Maybe I should become a fortune teller. In the distance was Luffy along with Frankie running as fast as they could away from a herd of Marines chasing them down. "Get back here, Straw Hats," they cried. "Luffy, Frankie over here," cried Sanji as he came out from the bush to signal at them. "I found Nami, so let's get out of here." "Sanji and Nami," cried Luffy as he and Frankie looked up ahead. "Finally we found her." "Yeah, and what's with the costume?" asked Frankie, looking at Nami's jester outfit. "Was she doing street performances this whole time?" "Hey, maybe she's really good at jokes and stuff," replied Luffy. "Jesters are so funny." "Guys, over here, let's go," called Nami, as she and Sanji took the lead in running away. Luffy and Frankie started running faster to catch up with them, and together they made a plan. "We got to go through the forest to reach the ship," Nami explained. "Let's try and lose them through there." "Got it," replied the others, as they picked up the pace. Managing to get away from the Marines far enough to carry out their plan, the gang finally arrived in the forest, where they took a diversion off the path to make it back to the ship. Eventually the Marines made it to the forest as well, not stopping for a second. "Spread out, Marines," ordered the general. "Find those Straw Hats and take them down." "Yes, sir," they all replied, as they split into several groups to find them. Nami and the others now had to move as quietly as they could through the forest so they could make their escape. Luffy was close to sneezing a few times, which had the others all covering up his mouth in an instant to keep him quiet. After a difficult trudge through the forest, they finally managed to escape the Marines and continued to make it back to the Thousand Sunny. Back on the ship, Usopp and the others, apart from Zoro who was napping, as always were looking out to see if Luffy's side had made it back yet. "It's been ages and still nothing," worried Usopp. "Hopefully the Marines haven't got to them," replied Chopper, worrying as well. "I'm sure they'll be fine," replied Robin confidently. "Luffy and Sanji are around, so they probably found Nami by now and are heading back." "Your confidence in them is a true sign of friendship," followed Brook. He had only been with the Straw Hats for a short while compared to the others, but Robin's hope was inspiring to him. Just then Chopper's blue nose managed to pick up some sense. "Guys, they've made it. I can smell them approaching this way," he cried happily. Nami and the others finally made it back to the ship, still running towards it. "Raise the anchors and let's get going right now before the Marines find us," called Nami. The others were about to comment on her attire but laughed at thought aside, as they prepared the ship for departure. Luffy stretched out his arms, using his Gum Gum Devil Fruit powers to grab onto the ship and launch himself onto it. He got on and stretched his arms again so the others could get on quicker. "Welcome back, guys. Are you alright?" asked Usopp. "Questions later, let's move it," ordered Nami, which quickly got him running into the engine room. The Thousand Sunny finally managed to depart the island, and once it was far out at sea, Nami, Luffy, Sanji and Frankie laid down on the grass to rest. "I'm glad that's over at last," said Nami, feeling relieved to finally relax after all she went through. After taking a few minutes to chill, Nami explained everything to the rest of the crew about what happened from what she remembered. "Glad you're okay now, Nami," said Chopper. "We were all so worried about you." "Thanks, Chopper," she replied. "Being a puppet was the single most embarrassing situation I've ever been in. What a piece of work that jerk was." "He'll never harm you again," replied Sanji. After the kick I gave him, he won't be doing what he did to you ever again. Quote. He better not, said Yusuf. Hopefully some of the other Marines found him and took him in for questioning. Robin thought more about it and realized something. What if he recovered from his injuries and went out using his powers again in the future on innocent people? She had to keep her theory to herself for now, as Sanji had asked her and the others to not tell Nami about what Rick's devil-fruit powers were whilst she was around. After Sanji had seen Nami's mind being controlled by Rick, he didn't want her to ever find out what she had been saying under his influence. The crew suddenly heard yawing coming from the other side of the ship. It was Zoro who had finally woke up from his very long nap, as he walked up to the others. Hey, what time is it? He asked, as he opened his eyes. He noticed Nami's jester outfit, which surprised him a little. What's with the crazy outfit you're wearing, Nami? Has Luffy made the deal with you to be the ship's comedian? Nami was about to lose her temper, as she suddenly remembered that she was still wearing it, but managed to keep her cool, as she slowly approached him. You could say that, Zoro. You know what I find funny? Yeah, what? With that, Nami gave Zoro a hard punch on his head, knocking him down to the ground so she could let out the rage she built up. Now that's funny, she said, feeling satisfied. Luffy laughed hard, as he was easily amused. That actually was pretty funny, Nami, he laughed out loudly. Nami wanted to hit him too, but resisted from doing so. She giggled lightly to herself as she left to go to her bedroom so that she could finally change into something else. For the rest of the day, the Straw Hat crew didn't do much else besides relax after their hectic day and decided to have an earlier night's sleep. Robin was the only one who stayed up so that she could be on lookout for the night. Nami was having trouble sleeping, as she thought about Rick a lot. His words of him saying that she was his only friend was really bugging her, after he clearly showed hatred towards her. Ugh. Even after it's all over, he's still irritating me, even if he isn't in the same room. Thanks a lot, you bastard. You ruin my day and my sleep. Nami tried as hard as she could to try and forget about him, but it just wasn't working. She was just about to get herself a glass of water, until suddenly she blanked out for a few seconds. When she opened her eyes, fear was all over her face, as she looked around her room. Master, where are you? She cried.